like a girl.
That's right. I'm with her.
They said I'm with her. That's the Hillary thing. Trans women in sports. It's the great plague in the United States in 2023. The only problem that we still have as a nation, to be honest. And finally, some brave motherfuckers, some stand-up guys, or trans girls, as we'll find out, are finally doing something about it. They stood up. They said, no more of this. We're gonna make a comedy film that points out how bad this is and why we need to not let trans people play sports, and why it's literally killing millions when we let trans people play sports. And who are these people, you might ask? Well, they go by the name Daily Wire. And if you subscribe to them on their website, Daily Wire Plus, people like Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, all your favorites, etc. You know, people like that, people that we love, right? So they decided to make a comedy film called Lady Ballers. And I, for one, am shocked that it did not make it to main theaters. I was so ready to buy my ticket to go see this. But alas, it is only available on Daily Wire Plus if you pay for their, I think, $8 a month subscription. I did consider doing it and watching it just so that I could talk about it on stream. If I do that, then I will be doing it in my Discord channel, in my Discord server, and we will be legally, very legally, watching it together, along with all the other people who legally purchased it, whose receipts I will definitely be checking diligently to ensure that they purchased it before I stream it to them, because I am very legal about this. So let's take a look at the trailer and see what's going on here.
Is being transformed.
Yo, that was a sick pun.
The Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Let's go. Yeah, this makes sense here. So I did pre-watch this. This is not how wrestling works, okay? Not how it works. They're not the same size. No shot they're the same weight, okay? You would literally have to have you'd have to agree to wrestle somebody who's this much larger than you. So that's on her. Also, that move is illegal.
Guys, this is serious.
There was a literal American congressman that said if we let them play sports, then they might not change back, implying he doesn't even care about the sports, but is just using it as a tactic to force us to be trans. Oh, yeah, no. So they can't even man up and do this themselves. It's oh, men all over the country are transing themselves to go win women's sports. I'm pretty sure there was something. Ben, here, we'll watch it after this. I got to find it, but I'll find it and we'll watch it.
Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them.
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the...
So I'm stealing this line, but everything about this, I'm roughly paraphrasing somebody else. I forget who. But this is straight to DVD, 2002 era, adult humor bullshit. It's just one joke after another, one really, really bad joke or pun after another, rattled off in sequential order. And it's just really bad. It's really bad.
Global games.
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
And also, it's shitting on women's sports as well.
Glover says you were a great coach back in the day.
We'll see more of that.
Join.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and...
Also, that's not called gender fluid. Gender is fluid. It's different from being gender fluid. That's just a umbrella term for people who don't identify as a single gender. It's not something that I see used very often, except jokingly, honestly. But you can identify as gender fluid. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a flavor of non-binary.
And a man in the bedroom, I can't believe it. Nice!
Yo, bro.
You mean when you're
Nice,
sleeping?
bro.
In the bedroom, I can't...
Here, in case you missed a joke, this is important to point out. And nobody's pointed this out yet, so now I have to do it.
Gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom, I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Now, interesting to point out, this girl right here, she's got to be 10, right? Let's just go by the label on her, right? 10. Let's say that she's 10 years old, and they just made a sex joke in front of this girl. Whoa, now. Hold the up. I thought we were against making sexualized jokes in front of children. Are you sexualizing children, sir? The people at Daily Wire, I think that they are sexualizing children in this film. That's not very good. Bad look.
Yes.
Coach,
Alex,
we could play basketball.
We'd have to get the whole team back together.
It's time.
We're in.
I'm in.
Hold on. What are these suits? What is this? This is so stupid. They're like trying to do the like, it looks like Barbie movie.
I'm in.
I'm in.
To play.
Lady Ballers. Mount up.
Like a girl.
I'm with her.
God, they said I'm with her. That's the Hillary thing.
This is my turn.
From heroes.
Day one.
They're just breaking procedural rules in basketball too, by the way. You can't shove people like that. You'll lose by default.
Of being a girl athlete? I love being a girl.
To sheroes.
We could dominate every woman's sport.
The funny thing is, this would be so funny if it were like an ironic version of what they're trying to do. That's what it comes off as, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is funny in a way that's disconnected from what it's trying to do. I'm laughing at it, you know what I mean? Not with it.
Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Like, oh, wow, you're so pro women's sports, right? Oh, haha, funny, haha. We got to show the empty stadium for the women's sports team because funny, right? It's so funny that nobody likes women's sports. That's the joke. They're still making women's sports the ass of the joke while pretending to give a shit about the sanctity of women's sports. It's so flagrant. I just don't understand how how people don't see this for what it is. It's so stupid.
Excuse me. Are these seats open?
Never mind.
Getting dunked.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
Never mind.
What?
Getting dunked.
Also, Ted Cruz, nice cameo. Bad joke to cover them not paying for extras. True. Motherfuckers couldn't even fund the extras in their stupid 2002 crapware movie.
Dunking trunks.
Straight to trash. Skip the DVD. Oh, I see now. Okay, so basically they're just going to... So the joke here is they're just turning into men's sports because everybody starts doing what they're doing, which is like not happening, you know? Like, okay, if you really do... Here, let's finish this trailer, but then I want to explain to you guys, like, if you really do care about women's sports, what kinds of things you should be focusing on, okay? Just a few off the top of my head. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, cool. I love this. Very tasteful representation, right? And also, this is very clearly a black people have big dick joke.
That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady.
I don't care.
Lady ballers.
That's Ben Shapipo! Yo! They put Ben Shapipo in this? I already knew they did, but, you know.
One can
Ben Shapipo is my waifu.
even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Wait, is she playing against fucking children? She is. These are literal children. Are these children? They look very young. They are kids, right? I'm not crazy, right? These are straight up like kids.
All the experiences that she missed out on in school.
It's a little league.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
What is that, like the next step here is like you just start identifying as people who are younger? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, the next step is like, oh, people are going to start identifying as younger ages. It's like, why don't they start with that? You know, like, oh, I want to do so well in sports that I'd rather just like win at Little League against 10-year-olds, you know? Like, why aren't people doing that, you know? And also, by the way, that's literally infantilizing women's sports and women in general. I, for one, think this looks very good, and I'm going to be the first one to go see it when it drops in theaters. Oh wait, no, it's not dropping in theaters. I will eventually, maybe probably see it at some point on some platform somehow. But yeah, so here's the thing, right? If you really do care about women's sports, there are so many other issues with it. Just one, for example, that I can think off the top of my head.
Things on the women's side have not been good lately, and on social media, there's been a bit of an uproar over the way the women's weight room is compared to the men's weight room. In case you haven't seen it, there have definitely been videos that have come out about it, and it just shows the very vast difference. There you see it. On the left-hand side is the
Women's basketball, sanitized yoga mats. This is the women's gym.
Women's weight room on the right hand.
This is the women's weight room. Like, are you kidding me? I didn't even see this, but I knew it existed. This is so much worse than I thought. This is abysmal. What is this? This is the women's weight room? So wait, I see a woman in here. At least I think that's a woman. Are women allowed in here? Like, wait, hold on.
Inside is the men's weight room. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see that these two are completely different. There's a video that's
I need some
now been
verification
viewed over
on this.
10 million times on Twitter, and we're about to show it to you here. Check it out.
This seems a little bit ridiculous to me. Like, if this is true, that's really bad, but I do need to verify this.
I got something to show y'all. So for the NCAA March Madness, the biggest tournament in college basketball for women, this is our weight room. Let me show y'all the men's weight room.
Nuts.
Now, when pictures of our weight room got released versus the men's, the NCAA came out with a statement saying that it wasn't money, it was space that was a problem. Let me show y'all something else. Here's our practice court, right? And then here's that weight room, and then here's all this extra space.
Christ,
if you're
what?
upset about this problem, then you're a part.
Hold up, I gotta see that again.
Here's our practice court, right? And then here's that weight room, and then here's all this
No
extra
shot. No, this is real. This has to be real, right?
space. If you aren't upset about this problem, then you're a part of it.
Okay, so since Oregon Sedona
Okay, to be fair, here, hold on.
Prince's
Statement.
video has been released, this was the statement from the NCAA that she mentioned.
Let's let
It
it
says,
play.
we acknowledge that some of the amenities teams would typically have access to have not been as available inside the controlled environment. In part, this is due to the limited space, and the original plan was to expand the workout area once additional space was available later in the tournament. That was by Lynn Holtzman, VP of NCAA Women's Basketball. She since has said they fell short, and it will be remedied by tomorrow, and one can only hope. So, Harry, we're going to bring you back in for this, and I just want to get your thoughts on it because quite frankly, I just didn't like that we're passing blame here. I mean, this is very, very obvious that something is wrong and that the women's should have been remedied a long time ago. But nonetheless, since you are there in
Let's see what they say
Indianapolis,
about
I'd
it.
like your thoughts.
Bucket.
You know, honestly, it's just sad. I mean, at this point, you know,
True.
like there have been amazing strides, especially in recent memory the past few years, where people are trying to make the necessary strides in order to bring women's basketball in particular you know, to a level where we treat it the same as men's basketball.
So basically, this guy's just going to agree with me. So, like, my thing is, if you care about women's sports so much, why don't you look into the actual problems that they're having right now? This is only one of them. You know, there's lack of funding, lack of coaches available, just lack of interest in general. Like, people just do not give a shit. People just do not give a shit about women's sports ever at all for any reason. And the only reason people care about it now is because of trans people being involved. It's like, if it's so lucrative to go after like women's leagues and whatever, where's the glory? Like, where's the money? Where's the, I mean, are like you really just think people are doing this for shits and giggles to like win titles? Like, that's pathetic. Nobody's going to do that because women's leagues suck, you know? Not the people participating, but the amenities, the money. Like, there's just nothing there. So what do you think what do you think trans people are trying to accomplish by, like, faking being women, quote unquote, as you put it? What is there here for them? Like, there's nothing. It sucks. It's shitty, you know? And another thing I want to point out real quick before I end the segment, from Matt Bender, Ben Shapiro, while promoting Daily Wire's new Lady Ballers film, shares he originally wanted the fictional movie to be a documentary, but then they discovered, and I quote Ben directly here, quote-unquote actual men are not allowed to play in women's sports leagues. So let's see what's happening here. Ben Shapiro discussing the Daily Wire's latest film about how easy it is for people to claim to be trans and then to them dominate women's sports. Pretty interesting thing you may notice.
A fictional film about this topic. Now, to be fair, I think I'd actually suggested to the Crane Boys that they do this as a doc.
Yes.
I originally went to them and I said, you guys should like go try out for a bunch of ladies' leagues. And that became not possible because, as it turns out, most ladies' leagues don't allow in actual men. And they weren't willing to go the full distance in terms of what it would require in order to...
Wait, they weren't willing to go the full distance? Now, hold on 1 second. I thought it was super easy. What, you can't put your money where your mouth is? You can't transition? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too hard for you? Oh, my bad. I see. I was sitting here thinking that you could just walk up into a women's league as a man and just say, I identify as a woman. And then they'll throw like a little pink jersey on you and you can go run around with all the girlies and shit on them all over the place. I thought that's how that worked.
The actual hormone treatments and everything to play in some of the ladies' leagues. But in any case.
Wow. Weak sauce, man. Weak sauce. What's going on there, man? I really thought that you guys were trying to prove a point here. Huh. Interesting. So their original plan was to make a documentary of one of their dudes. Like this, they did this. They took their people. They went over to women's leagues and said, we want to join your sports because we identify as women. And then they said in response, well, okay, but we still have physical standards for trans women to meet. So, how long you've been on HRT, we got to draw these labs on you or whatever the fuck, get your muscle. Like, I don't know what the protocol is, but they basically just said, you're not transitioning. So until you are, we can't let you in. And they weren't willing to go through the transition. Gee, why not? It's almost as if transitioning isn't worth it to go compete in sports that you're not interested in, to get titles that don't matter, that won't do anything for you, because nobody cares about women's sports besides for trans people. Like, it's really sad and up, man. But anyway, Lady Ballers dropped on Daily Wire Plus. I wouldn't recommend you pay for it unless, of course, you're going to be in the Discord when I watch it. If I watch it, if I do that, it's going to be soon. But I would like to watch it just to see like what they made. Like I pretty much know what it's going to be, but I just want to be able to say, oh look, Critical Drinker watched it. Maybe we could watch his review. I basically just want to see what's going on there. Maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe it's a good movie. But anyway, I just thought that would be fun to go over.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits, such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.